Okay, I think we are up and running now. I hope. A little goofy thing going on. If you look out my front windows here, you'll see the scenery looks kind of strange. Apparently this broke when I upgraded P3D. I just discovered it 5 minutes before the stream started, and I tried fixing it, and I couldn't fix it. So I'll play with it later, but I think it'll be good enough for us to get out of here today. But this is the CeeLo Sim scenery by Jacksonville being eaten by the default scenery of Jacksonville, and so it's kind of like half there and half not. It's a little goofy, but hopefully we'll survive for today, and I'll figure that out for next time. But kind of discovered that little flaw a little too late, so we're just going to have to roll with it. How are you guys doing in TeamSpeak? I got David, I got Chris, I got Gemini, who's not on mic at the moment, but how you guys doing?
Great.
Chris, how you doing? Looks good to you cross-eyed. Nice. Chris is not responding. Okay. Well, maybe he'll respond a bit. David, so this is the day you're finally going to talk on VATSIM?
Yeah, unfortunately there's no controllers right now.
I know, that's what I thought. As soon as I saw that, I was like, well, there's nobody to talk to, but hopefully maybe we'll get one when we get going here. There's always time. We'll see. Right now we're connected with ground power, which is not on, so I should probably turn that on. External power, boom, boom. And the guys just got to the aircraft, so let's open some doors so we can start opening up for the Jags here. So we're going to open forward 1, 2, and 5, and then we're going to open our cargo doors here. And that will start to slowly boot up the stuff. Is the bus here yet? No, but here comes the crew bus. So this is apparently us getting on the plane first. Let's take a look at how this works. This is version 2 of GSX. And so it features the crew bus, and then I think it will feature the team bus, which I have not repainted yet. That was on my list of things to do, but it's not been accomplished yet. So let's see here. I'm a little tall, so let me... Excuse me. Clearly there's something wrong with me because of the way I'm walking.
Maybe it's the suitcase.
Maybe. Kind of almost looks like I got something up where I shouldn't. But anyway, just going to go up the stairs and get on board and do that. Duval. We got someone flying overhead. Nice. All right. Little chemtrail there. Are you going to do CPT Westbound this year? Yes, I am. Nuke 3 Nuclear Productions. Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. But yeah. Yes, we are going to do it. We're going to do it kind of quasi, and I'll explain that here in a second. What I mean by that is a day that the Jaguars, that weekend, that Sunday, the Jaguars play in England. It's one of their... technically it's a home game for them, but it's in England. And they've done this for the last several years, and they are playing the Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl champions of last year. But so we have to get them to the game like we are doing today for Kansas City. So what I'm probably going to do is utilize all of the air traffic control of CPT eastbound, get it right. Oh, here comes our flight attendants. There we go. Don't know why they took so long to get off the bus, but whatever. What we're going to do is we're going to utilize the control of them, but we're going to be flying from Jacksonville to either Heathrow or Gatwick, meaning we won't technically be participating in the event as it would be bidding a route and doing that whole thing in a time slot, but we will have to start really stinking early, my time, to get on in that and make sure we have the coverage. So CPT eastbound, I believe, starts at 1100 Zulu on that Saturday, which is 4 a.m. my time. So I am preparing myself even now for that. So we will start with that. I actually requested Orlando as one of the departure airports in the hopes that we get coverage down in the southern end and all the way up through. So if you don't mind bidding or voting on Orlando as a possible jumping off point of one of the 5 airports, that would help in that regard. But that's what we're going to do. So yeah, we will be kind of we'll be flying during the event, in the event area. I don't think we'll actually be participating in the sense that we will be signing up for the event like we did last time for Westbound, which was a lot of fun, and it was cool doing that time slot thing, and I would like to do that again, but I think we'll have to wait now for the April one for Westbound again to do that, just because it lined up with the Cross the Pond for the Jags as it was, so. Oh well. All right, well, they're getting the cargo loading up and things, so let's get on board here and see if we can't get this thing started and get up into the cockpit. I don't know why because this thing's over on that for some reason. It fooled me last time, too. I'm not sure why it does that. All right, so seems to be getting here soon, so let's go ahead and turn the emergency lights on, and I'm going to turn on the seatbelt sign in preparation for them getting here. Oh. The bus here? Oh, it is. Well, that was good timing. It was like waited for me to hit the seatbelt sign. That was awesome. All right. Sneaky, cheeky buggers. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to set that to aux. I'm going to set my lights here on the panels. I'm going to get one thing of dome light on because it's a little dark in here. And we're going to turn that on up a little bit. We're going to turn that on up a little bit. Nav lights should be on. Fuel pumps are off. We're going to do a fire test real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. APU, we're good. Those will click out. And we've got packs are off because we have ground air at the moment. Nothing else needs to be done there. We do need to set our panel lighting over here. And panel lighting over here. Yeah, it's Nuclear Productions, and the game is at Wembley Stadium. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is Wembley. Wembley. Sounds like wobbly, but... Alright, good check there. I always thought all these guys were up center, so I'm going to switch these guys to left all the way up. And I'm just going to do it that way. Checking the standby instruments there, so make sure they're all set there. We're going to get the IRS setting up here. So I need to position a net. KJAX. Alright, there we go. And as we move down the panel here, the spoilers are down, the throttles are closed, the flaps are up, and the fuel cutoffs are cut off. On auto, that's all fine and good there. And I think I have to wait for this to finish booting before I can do the TCAS check, I believe. So we'll just wait on that one. We'll come back to that. Looking across the panel here, I'm going to wait on that stuff, actually. Yeah, because we'll do that as part of our route setup here. All right, speaking of route, let's go ahead and look at the route that we're doing today. Oh, there's that guy again. I'm doing good. All right, so here's our route today. We're going from Jacksonville in Florida to MCI, which is Kansas City International. OMA is our alternate, which I'm pretty sure is like Oklahoma something or other. Oh, Omaha, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Omaha, Oklahoma is Will Rogers. So, yeah. K-OMA. Omaha. Omaha, Nebraska. So there is our route right there. You can see we're going to take off out of Jacksonville, head up through Georgia, through Alabama, past a little over from Huntsville, up into Tennessee, into Arkansas, up into Missouri, and then just the other side there into, actually not just the other side, it's Kansas City's actually in Missouri. It always fools me because you'd think it'd be in Kansas, but no, it's in Missouri. What is going on here? Is this my thing buzzing? Stop talking to me. Okay. All right. That is the plan. Did they finish loading already? Wow, that was fast. All right. Take it.
Hey, miss.
Hey, how's it going, Kramer? Reserves today are, based on this, looking like 23.5 thousand pounds. And we're going to be doing 165 passengers today, cargo of 7.1 thousand pounds, total payload 45,100 pounds, and zero fuel weight 439.2. We're taking... Oh, no, here comes the bus number 2. Aha, that fooled me last time. I closed the doors, and that was a mistake.
I'm taking 162 passengers to Kansas City. That's how many fans you're getting.
Fantastic. That's it? Only 162 fans? A stadium of thousands, that's going to seem kind of wimpy, but yeah.
I don't know, that's how many could fit in my 7.3.
Yeah, I know. It's one of many. All right, anyway, fuel is 66.1. We're actually taking 66.5. I just rounded up just a little bit. I don't expect any issues today, but just to make it a nice even number, that was what I did. There's our written out flight plan there. Looking at weather down here at the bottom. Looks like we might have some stuff right before we get into Kansas City. There's a band of isolated thunderstorms through this area here. But we're all clear out of Jacksonville, and just it looks like it's just beyond the airport itself, so I don't think we'll have any issues going into the airport. It should just be that. Wind charts, and right there as well. So, in fact, if we look over at Fantastic, which gives us a good kind of weather overlay on the map here, you can kind of see what it's talking about. So this is what's happening here. So our route's going to go through here. We should have no problem punching through this. The mainstay of it's up here by kind of towards Chicago and Midway. And so we're going to be down here at the bottom going through it. So we should be able to find a clear path through that up to MCI there and not have a problem. Are we on this list now? There we are. David and myself. So there we go. Chris, are you on mic yet?
Yes, I am.
Are you flying with us today, sir, or are you just along for the ride?
Unfortunately, I spawned in on top of you.
May it never be. Oh my goodness. Are you still there? Oh, you are. Sir! This is a rare moment. You're watching the birth of a new aircraft right here. This is how planes are made when two 747s really love each other.
What comes out of those two 747s?
You want to shove over there, pal? How rude. That's hilarious. Why was that kid repeated like 4 times? Yeah, it's just because they've got a general track of stuff. I mean, if you think about it, to try and get generic passenger sounds that are all different, you end up hearing the same thing over again. I will say this. The kid that says, I'm doing good, as obnoxious as that is, my least favorite one has always been, it's an older track, and it's still in there, I think. And I think it's a guy saying, hi, how are you? But his accent or the way he says it makes it sound like he's saying, hi, Juanita. But he's saying it as a question, like, hi, Juanita? Like, huh? Like, it just sounds so goofy. If they could eliminate just that one, I'd be fine. But, yeah, it's just kind of goofy. You missed out on tickets this year for the UK tour games. I was looking forward to the Miami game at Wembley, but all games sold out. Yeah, I would love to do that someday. It'd give me a good excuse to go to London and see a Jags game all at the same time. But alas, this is not the year for that for me. But someday I would like to do that. That smug whippersnapper, exactly. I need to email FSDT and tell them to boot him off the plane. That was fun. The kid, I can't take it. Yeah, I can take the kid because at least he enunciates. He's clear. It's obvious. Now it's a little too clear, and so that's why it's like. But what they should do is for the 747, because they're loading in the deck below. They're not like right behind you, like in the 7.3 or the MD-80. They're coming in like right behind the cockpit doors, so that makes sense. They're all loud right there. It should be like it is right now. You can kind of hear it low and muffled just down below without really hearing them, or at least very, very muffled. I think that would be a cool tweak if they sense you're on a 747 or even an A380 at that point, because they're not going to load people like right behind the cockpit because the cockpit's forward. They're going to be loading further back. I think that would be kind of cool, just for them to pick up on that and go, okay, sounds are muffled because you're on a upper deck aircraft. So FS Dream Team.
What about the people going to the upper deck?
Yeah, but they don't load on the upper deck. I mean, they walk up, but their introductions when they're seeing the flight attendants for the first time is all happening when they walk in the doors. So by the time they get to the upper deck, they're just shuffling around. You'd hear the muffled sounds behind you a ways, but it wouldn't be like, "Hey, how's it going? What are you doing?" Like this. There he is. I'm doing good. So I think that would be a cool little thing. If FS Dream Team is paying attention to this, hint, that would be an awesome level of immersion that I don't think would be that hard. You're already sensing what aircrafts are what anyway, so it'd just be a cool little tweak to do. Anyway, just put that in your little cap. Anyway, okay, so route. That's what we were doing. Loading the route. Loading the route. We should probably look at the weather. That's usually a good idea. It's usually advisable. KJAX. What do we got for weather today? We've got 080 at 7. And what the? Who now? What now? Who? 80 at 7. Yeah, what is this other nonsense after this? 50 variable 120? Is that the... I think the winds are swinging, I think is what that is. All the way from 50 to 100 degrees. 120 degrees, okay. So in that range, about 7 knots. 10 miles visibility, scattered at 3,100, and then we got 30 on the temp, dew point 19, altimeter 3011. Okay, partly cloudy, so not too shabby, but winds basically out of the east-ish, we'll call it. So, looking at our charts, let's look at the charts here. The chats. Looking at the chats. Airport, no, wrong one. That one right there. There we go. All right, we're sitting over here. This is parking 24 right here on the cargo ramp. If winds are coming out of the easterlies, runway 8 makes the most sense, so we will plan for that. So we'll just come out of here. We'll take November all the way up to Lima and to runway 8. 10,000 foot runway takeoff, plenty of room. We don't usually touch this one anyway, because it's a little on the smaller side for a 747. Even though we're lightly loaded, we could do it, but we usually stick with the 8 and 26. For takeoff, we could definitely do this on the landing roll, especially as lightly loaded as we are, but takeoff is a little bit sketch, so we'll just do normal there. So that's the plan. We're taking the Arnie 2 departure out of here. Let's load that up real quick and just see what that looks like.
How do you log into your ACAR so you can get your flight plan?
How do I log in? You mean on the 400?
Yes.
I don't know because I haven't done it yet. I've been doing it the old-fashioned way still. Because I'm old-fashioned. Running on Tech 8, we're going to climb to 540, and then it's vectors to Kimmel. So we'll just kill the vectors thing once we get in the air, and we'll go to Kimmel. And then Arnie, and then we're going up to, I think, Alma, if I'm not mistaken. AMG. Yes, Alma. So from Alma, and then we take the flight plan the rest of the way. So pretty easy departure. It's pretty standard. It's top altitude's 3,000, but again, there's no ATC today, so we're probably just going to go up to our altitude. Expect to cross Arnie at 11,000 or above. It's not a restriction, it's just an expect. So you'd expect ATC to give you that. On the other side...
So the only aircraft right now at Jacksonville are WestWind aircraft, except for the fact that you guys are modeled by WestWind?
Wait, what? The modeled by WestWind? What does that mean?
Since both of you guys have a WestWind call sign, you guys are modeled as a WestWind 747.
Oh, well that's cool. So you're using your actual WestWind model matching. That's awesome. Yes, so that must be the case. Star. We're taking the Tiger into Kansas City, which is this right here. We'll come from the Springfield VOR up to Tiger. And what's the weather doing in Springfield? What's it supposed to be doing in Springfield? I guess that's actually what we should be asking our question. So let's look at the forecast. For Springfield is expected to be 350 at 10, 3 mile visibility broken. Sorry, light rain or mist, I think is BR. Overcast at 500 feet. Wow. Uh, temperature 12, dew point 11, altimeter 3006. So we don't have really great weather going into Kansas City right now. That's going to be interesting. We're actually right over, I'm going to be right at IMC, basically. So that's going to be interesting. We have to take that into account. But 35010 will be planning for these runways here, the northerly runway. So this works out kind of nicely. So we'll just probably be taking a slab. Turbojets landing south, expect to cross 12,000. We won't be doing that. For 9 and 27, which we're not doing that either. Landing north, expect to cross 12,000 at Tiger. And then we probably go off this way to Vectors. I'm guessing after Trike. Let's see what that says here. One left to right from Tiger to Trike, then via 290. Yeah. So we'll end at Trike, and then it'll be 290 off toward one left and right. We're going to aim for one left because our parking is right over here. So that would make the most sense for us. It's also a longer runway anyway. And so one left will be what we're shooting for. Okay. Now that we know all that.
Yeah, it'd definitely be an instrument approach. You want to request the ILS runway.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see here. KJAX.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the middle of that muck right now.
Oh, nice. All right. Departure is going to be the Arnie 2. We're going to be taking runway 8. AMG transition. Route. Next page. Bring my sim brief plan back up here where I can see it. And direct to wallet. If you lost your wallet, now's the day to go on this route because we're going to find it. I'm going to cross right over it. A wallet. Clearly not the one in the southern hemisphere. We want the northern hemisphere. DVAC. And Q26. 26. To ARG. And then direct to SGF. SGF. And that takes us to the Tiger. Let's see here. Doing the, what did I say it was? Tiger should be 1. SGF transition. We're doing 1 left. The bum transition. Nice. Okay. Let's just actually, before I lock that in, because every once in a while you'll do this and it will be goofy. So let's take a look at this. So this is going off 290. Let's just make sure the approach from 1 left makes sense with that bum transition. It's not something stupid. Because sometimes, that's the Butler VOR, by the way, so we can call it Butler, I guess. Okay, so it's from over there somewhere.
Actually, you can go off Tiger onto Bum. Butler VOR.
Well, you can, but that's not the star. The star is to do. If I'm looking at the chart here, for the Tiger arrival, the preferred method is to do up to Trike, and then at Trike you do 290, which effectively will go to. Oh yeah, see the Butler VOR is behind us. Yeah, so we're yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, so we're not going to do the Butler VOR then. That's dumb. We're going to not do the bum transition. We're just going to go to the beginning of the approach after that because that don't make no sense. All right, so I want to... Can I not select that? Let's see. Let's go back to arrival. We're going to do Tiger, ILS... And I'm not going to select bum. I'm going to go route, ARG. What's going on here? Why did it kill SGT? That's what, or SG something. SGF. That's weird. SGF. And then Tiger. Okay, activate that, execute that. Let's look at the legs and make sure that makes sense now. After SGF, we go Tiger, Trike, Vectors, and then Misser. And let me make sure what that is on the chart here for the approach. One left. Misser is right before the final approach fix, so that's fine. Yeah, Misser, Jessie, Zugo, okay. New Jersey, yeah, that's fine. Trike, Vectors to Misser, yeah. Okay, that's fine. We'll end up probably just deleting the vectors when we get there if there's no ATC, but that's perfect. Okay, so that is correct. All right, zero fuel weight is 439.2. And reserves 23.5. Cost index is 80. Altitude is going to be 320 today. We'll do a D rate 1. We're light. Takeoff will be a flaps. Oops, I almost said flaps 5. Flaps 10. Runway is dry today. 122, 122, and 145 for V2. Trim is going to be 3.4. Alright, so 145 plus 10 in the box.
I'm taxiing.
Alright. And I'm going to set 80 for now. I'm going to set 3,000 initially. And if anyone comes online, great. If not, then we'll change it up. 3011, I believe. No, it was not. No, it might have been.
Hey, take your time. I gotta go get something real quick and I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, it was 3011. I'm not crazy. 3011 on the pressure altimeter. There we go. We can now do our traffic test now that that's all booted up. Or TCAS check, rather.
TCAS test pass.
Fantastic. Wundermus. And let's see. We'll now turn the flight directors to on. We'll turn the traffic to on. Double click on yes. Okay, so I think we are now loaded up and ready to go. All the peoples are loaded. So let's go ahead and close the doors. Next page. Close, close, close. And we will close the cargoes. And we're going to arm all. And we're going to start the APU in preparation for departure. We will also go ahead and turn on the beacon. Turning on the beacon. Turning on the beacon. We'll be farting. We'll be parking. How that came out. We'll be parking at gate G12, which is a cargo ramp. It's a general use cargo ramp in MCI off of runway 1 left. Just FYI. Oh, Kevin's here. Of course, he's muted. It's a mutida. Alright, I think let's see, is the APU up yet? Yes, it is. I'm going to switch to APU, and we're going to tell the carts to release and release. And we'll now get air going through the APU. So make sure pack reset right there. Okay, good. Gonna watch for that. We had that weird pack trip thing or something going on last time we flew this bird, so we'll see. Of course, that was a cargo aircraft. Cargo variant. Oh, window heat should be on, by the way. We're below the 120,000 pound rule, so we will not be using our cross feeds. So as soon as the engines are started, we'll turn these off, and we will not use the override pumps. That's how the fueling system works in this aircraft. And they are departing now, so we are going to call for GSX to push back in departure. Nose is going to go to the right. Yes, that's correct. And he's departing. We're going to put on the... Oops, no, not you. We're going to put on the parking brake so that as soon as he's out of here, we can remove the wheel chocks. And there goes that. Menu, FMC, and we're going to...
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Put that there. Yeah, whatever. Figure that out later.
Locking gear.
Wonderful. Lock that gear. What is the... I should probably open this up on here so it's here. Ah! Where'd my navit? Stole my navigraph. How dare you. Jerk.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Bypass being inserted in a moment. KJAX.
Release parking brakes.
In a minute. I'm finalizing something. Calm yourself. Okay. Now I release the brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, fuel pump's coming on. And we're going to turn off packs 2 and 3 and start 3 and 4. Light. And I will also turn this off at this point. And fuel on. Wee.
That's a bit funny.
What's a little bit funny? This feeling inside?
In FSX, runway 8 is actually runway 7.
Oh, yeah. They, magnetic variation shift. That's what that is. Alright, looks like we gotta get fire up on 3 and 4, so we'll go ahead and start 1 and 2.
Yeah, FSX and D3D is stuck in 2004.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Now you can fix that by getting that scenery fixer that I have that fixes all the navigation stuff and waypoints and everything. It also fixes the runway numbers and headings. So that's a cool little deal. I don't remember off the top of my head now what it's called. I'll have to go back and look. But
please.
But that is a cool little tool. But yeah, I'll go back and find that for you guys. All right, we got light up on 1 and 2 now coming in.
Unlocking gear.
As soon as those cut out, we'll reset the fuel accordingly.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Alright, so I'm going to turn on those pumps. We're going to turn off the cross feeds.
Alright, I'm about to depart.
And that goes there. Off. Oh, we're getting that stupid temp zone again. Yeah, there's clearly some kind of bug with whatever in the update they did. Let me try the reset here real quick. Pack reset. Zone reset. Nothing.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Hydraulic demand pumps coming on there. And TCAS, we need to go to transponder mode. And 3.4 on the trim, which is going to be all the way up here somewhere. Alright, trim is set, and with that we can now go over to the legs page. Flaps coming down to 10. And while that's happening, let's test our flight controls. Two up, one down. Two up, one down. Two down. Two up. Full left. Full right. And neutral. Stupid control, stop doing that. Alright. That's just my yoke being dumb. Double check our doors are all green and armed. Good deal. He's out of the way. Auto brake going to RTO. Brakes released. Taxi light on. And we're underway. Take a left here on Romeo to November, and November down to Lima. Rothmuller, did you roll already?
Yeah, I'm passing 3,000.
Copy that. Sierra's November. Yeah, I gotta figure out why this scenery is being eaten by FSX all of a sudden. I'm not really sure what's up with that. It's very strange. With the LA one, it was because the Southern California from Orbex was taken over, but I hadn't had that problem with any Orbex sceneries before. So I don't know.
Hey Moose.
Hey Gemini, how you doing?
Good. Moose.
Yeah.
I might not be able to talk because I'm in a thunderstorm right now.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
Severe thunderstorms.
Yeah, I saw the weather hanging over that part of the country. We're gonna be flying toward the southern end of it.
Well, I'm in the middle of it.
Yes, you are.
Yep, I'm only 50 miles from where they're going to be landing at.
Yep, we're going to Sean's neck of the woods.
Yeah, I see what you mean by on that sound pack, the loading, it should be muffled.
Yeah, right?
Because the door's not... exactly what you were saying.
It'd be a cool effect. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to especially welcome you guys aboard today on this flight to Kansas City, Jaguars versus the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll be taking off very shortly. Please make sure your seat backs and tray tables in their upright and full and locked position. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for takeoff at this time. APU's running. That's right, we gotta kill that. APU off.
Well, the boss had an eventful day yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Blew a tire on this, one of the steering tires. 70 mile an hour on a highway with 9,000 pounds on the trailer.
Ooh.
Managed to keep it under control and bring it to a safe stop.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've had a number of times. I've had, I think, 3 or 4 blowouts. I drive a church van, 15-passenger van for our church, and I've had about 3 or 4 blowouts in that thing. Thankfully, none of them have ever been on the steering tires. They've always been on the back tires, so control wasn't ever too much of an issue, but still scares the bejesus out of you, I'll tell you that.
Yes, it does.
Alright, we're going to stop here for a moment and check for traffic. I don't think there is any, but we do need to turn our TCAS to TARA. And we're going to turn our weather radar on. I don't see any traffic, so I think we're good. Strobe's coming on. And we'll take the runway.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to contact PMDG on that temp zone bug.
Yeah, I think so. Well, and they're already aware of the seatbelts off-on thing, because that's a known issue going on, too. This is fun. The runway's like...
We're taking 1-3.
What now? You mean... Wait.
Runway.
I was supposed to be taking 8. Did I? Oh, I taxied to the wrong side of the runway. I went to what I always do. Wait a minute. Wait, no, I didn't. Did I just make a wrong turn? Because you're right, as I taxi down here, I see 1-4. Where the crap am I?
Runway 8 is behind you.
You're right, I turned the wrong way. Good call. Okay, stand by that. Now I feel stupid. Alright. Make a U-turn. Bat turn. Whoa, what the snot was that?
Off-road?
I guess. We like ran over a rock or something. Who knew the 747 was a crawler? Man, that was interesting to say the least. Alright. Yep, I taxied down here and went the wrong way. That is hilarious. I've been used to cutting across and going down to the other end on 2-6, and I was thinking I was on that path, which is not where I wanted to go either, but that's where memory was taking me. Alright. Runway 8. Nobody saw that.
So what?
Exactly. Hey, Kevin.
Passengers, sorry about that. We kind of accidentally went to the wrong runway.
Exactly. Don't mind me. I've only had 5 drinks this morning. I'm good to fly. Have you ever seen that, what is it, Dean Martin and I forget who the other guy was, comedian in a lounge. He's a pilot and he's all just like completely hammered. Oh, it's great. Old school comedy right there. Uh, 7-7 is the runway heading. That's what we should have set here.
Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, or somebody else?
It's somebody else. It wasn't Jerry Lewis. It was yeah, it wasn't Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Seinfeld.
No, it wasn't a Jerry. I don't think. I'll look it up once we're in the cruise. I'll find it.
Larry David.
No. Enough. All right, here we go. Landing lights on. And LNAV, VNAV armed. Chrono start. And away we go. Stabilized. What? Stab not configured. It is too. Okay, boarding.
What's that warning?
Stabilizer. Something's thinking that's out of range. It's not.
Stabilizer motion?
No, it's not stabilizer motion. It's config stabilizer. We're just gonna abort here. Stop engaging the reverser. No one wants you to do that. Alright. Stop the chrono. And taxi off and see what's going on here.
Projected takeoff with no ATC.
Right. Alright, we're just going to stop here for a moment.
Yep.
Okay, what the crap? First of all, let's check our brake temperatures real quick. Oh, we have hot brakes on one side here. We're going to have to deal with that. Alright. Let that cool a little bit. Alright, what are you talking about? Yeah, what the crap? Okay, you're in the range now. 3 point... Okay, that's within range. I don't know what you thought before, but that's within range.
Do you need to reset the auto brake?
I'm gonna have to reset the brake temps because they're gonna be hot on the one side. I'm gonna taxi.
All right, sorry about that.
I'm gonna taxi a little bit and see what happens. That's okay, Chris. You just missed reject takeoff.
I'll have to watch the replay.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Well, my aircraft gave me a warning that the stab trim wasn't configured, even though I had set it correctly. So I'm overcompensating on it now, but in trying to fix it on the fly, it was going the wrong direction. It looked like it was sticking, so I just rejected the takeoff. And now we got hot brakes on one side.
Did you remember to turn the landing lights off?
Yes, they're off. Although the strobes are not off, so those should go off now too. And ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry about that. We had a alert here in the cockpit that caused us to have to reject the takeoff. We believe we have it sorted out now. There is no danger or cause for concern, but we always have to take all undue precautions. So we're taxiing back to the runway now. We should be off here in a few minutes. Flight attendants, just keep the cabin ready for takeoff at this time. There is no emergency.
And here I would have just said, psych.
You lucky few get a preview of the takeoff without actually getting to see the takeoff. So now you know what to expect. Now you're ready for the real thing.
Sorry, new pilot here. I've never taken off before, but we're going to try it again.
I'm going to try it again. I'm sure I can get it right this time.
Yeah, hang a right this time.
Yeah. Now my situation awareness issue is solved. Now I've just got to... Alright, no one on the runway. Actually, before I taxi on the runway, I'm going to do a few little things here, little housekeeping items. Because I don't have time to sit here and wait for my brakes to cool down. Who knows how long that'll take. Maintenance. Cool brakes. Bingo. Alright. Here we go.
That's nice.
Strobe's coming back on. I know. What? Don't you wish they had that in the real world? Landing lights on.
PMDG runway looks disgusting.
That's because the it's the scenery fighting with the other scenery. All right, we're gonna stop there for a moment. I got to reset the auto brake. Command back RTO. Good. Okay. All right, we're still in command toga. Good. Okay. Chrono, and here we go. Round 2. You yell at me again, so help me, mother of pearl. Stabilized. There we go. That's better. This is going to be a fast takeoff roll.
V1, rotate.
Like I said. Gear up. Flaps 5. Flaps 1. And we're going to go direct Kimmel now. Flaps up. You climbing, you jerk. Reset the altitude well before. What the problem is. What the problem is.
Memphis Center's on.
Oh, nice. There's 10,000 feet. Landing lights coming off. And we'll start accelerating. Seatbelts off. Alright, up and away. Alright, passing 18,000, we'll set standard. Just checking on my flight plan here for fuel calcs, make sure everything is working correctly. We passed Arnie at 56.7. Originally planned 58 on board at that point, but that's because of the rejected takeoff, no doubt. So. So 56.7. That's to top a climb. Alma. So we should be expecting about 52 at AMG. A little higher than that, so that's good. We're actually going to make up some fuel. Actually, we'll be back on target at AMG at 53.3. That's interesting. 3 wallet at 3.4. Back down. Interesting. Chris, you off the ground yet?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty. What are you cruising at today, sir?
340.
Alright, 2 above me.
And I'm 2 above him. I'm 360.
Yeah, we're all in a line. Alright, we're leveling off in cruise. I'm going to see if I can find that that little skit I was talking about. Yeah, I believe this is it here.
Hey, Dave, what are you going to do this weekend? Well, Ken, I was thinking maybe I'd go to Disneyland. I hear they got a great new ride there called the Haunted Mansion. Frank Sinatra took a girl there last week and it scared the pants off him. At least that's what he told the judge. But, you know, Frank is a different kind of guy.
It's this guy.
Excuse me, have you ever been in Schenectady?
No, I never was in Schenectady.
Neither was I. Must have been a couple other guys. But I still have a feeling I've seen your face someplace else.
No, it's always been right here. Right on top of my neck. Maybe you've seen me on television.
Oh no, I've never been on television. Say, is it all right if I join you? I just dropped in for a little drink to settle my nerves before I go to work.
What sort of work do you do?
I'm an airline pilot.
Get to be an airline pilot.
I used to be a bus driver, but I quit. Too many drunks on the road.
What do you fly?
Oh, it's one of those big gray metal things with sticking out on the side.
Wings?
Oh, you an airline pilot too?
No, but I've been pretty high in my time. Did you ever have any close calls as a pilot?
Oh, yes, especially since they moved the men's room to the back of the plane.
I was on a flight from New York to LA a couple weeks ago, and the plane lost an engine.
Oh, don't worry, it'll turn up. You know, there's a lot of pressure being a pilot, flying way out there, high in the air and all, above all those white, fluffy things.
Clouds?
You sure you're not a pilot? You know, at the same time, it's quite a sobering thought and a very inspiring feeling to realize that there are hundreds of people on my plane, all depending on me. And to that, I happen to hold their lives right in the palm of my hand. Oh, I got it.
Yes?
Yes? I got to get to the airport because I'm flying 740. I'm flying 747 to London tonight, and the plane is scheduled to leave precisely 1 hour and 43 minutes ago.
Quite entertainment.
Yes, classic.
11 out of 10.
So that explains my my miss runway thing. I was drinking with him, and yeah.
You guys were talking about those white things in the sky?
That's right. The big puffy things and the things sticking out of the side of the plane. Are you sure you're not in there?
Those gray metal tubes.
That's right. Oh, it was great. Coming up on Wallet. 50.1. We're pretty close to our fuel numbers actually right now. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, what's our... I think total flight time today is about 2.5 hours or so, something like that. 19:53 Zulu is landing. Wow, less than that. It's 18:15 now, so that is an hour. Well, that's about a little more than an hour and a half from now. So like an hour and 45-minute flight. Right about 2 hours.
Sorry, when are you supposed to land?
19:53 Zulu.
Oh wow, you're like 5 minutes behind me.
And I'm only doing 0.8 on the Mach speed. I'm surprised it's that slow. Look at my VNAV here.
I think we're doing some headwinds.
Well, maybe. Yeah, econ speed 7.797. 7.97. We'll do Mach 7 to MCI, and yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking on my thing, and the Mach numbers just slowly go down from like 0.783 to 0.782 and then 0.781.
Gotcha. So my flight computer, because we're so light, is telling me I should step climb up to 43,000 feet right now. That's hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah, step up 11,000 feet.
Pretty much. see Memphis Center online now. Miami Center and Memphis Center are online, but bookending Jacksonville Center. Very helpful. Very helpful indeed. We've now crossed into Atlanta Center territory. Oh, I see you there, David. And there's Chris. Nice little line. If only Kansas City Center would get online, that'd be cool. But I doubt it. But I doubt it. I'll turn the taxi light off, I suppose. It's not really necessary. It's not really necessary.
No sleeping on the job, buddy.
I'm not sleeping, I'm texting. It's even worse. Trying to let I got people down at the church today, and I need to text them the correct setup, but I'm realizing I don't think I have the phone number for the person I need to text. Though I think I can get it, because she should be in this directory over here. So I'm checking that. How's everyone's weekend going so far?
It's alright, flying from the San Francisco to Miami.
Why do you have a trash bag on your wall?
I'm sorry, what now? Are you calling me trash?
Trash bag on your wall.
Okay, that's not a trash bag. That is it looks like a trash bag from your perspective, I get that. It says Wilson's suede and leather. It is it's a garment bag, and it's not mine, it's my roommate's. I don't know what's in it.
Dress.
It's definitely a dress, yes. I am like Herbert Hoover. When I'm not on stream, I am wearing women's clothing. You heard it here first. There's...
It's a bit drafty, doesn't it?
Gets a bit drafty. Hey, it keeps the boys cool downstairs.
I gotcha.
Let's see. We'll see if that gets to who it needs to get to. Okay, did you say you were flying something San Francisco to Miami or something? Kevin? Kevin? Should set that as a camera. That'd be kind of a cool camera angle. Be like having the kind of like a GoPro in the cockpit. Anybody there? I'm all alone. All by myself.
Yeah, I'm here.
There you go. Somebody responds to me. 2.4. We're doing pretty spot on the fuel burn. That's good.
Trying to get Vatastic. It always comes up there at 0 latitude and longitude.
Oh. On your phone or tablet?
Yeah, Vatastic doesn't really work on the phone.
Yeah, it's finicky on the phone at best.
Okay, where's this in 1990?
I am
just north of Florida somewhere.
Yeah, just south of Atlanta, actually. You'll see a line of us, 3 WestWind guys. Rothmuller is southwest of Atlanta. I'm just a little bit southeast of Atlanta, and Chris is just behind me. And if you look right about where Memphis Center starts, you'll see Captain R. Bong flying as Thunder 1. I just noticed. It's kind of awesome. It's fun to check out all these guys. It's a whole bunch of people on VATSIM flying the 748. We've got a UPS 748. I got 3 UPS 748s, all in Memphis Center. Got a Lufthansa 748 in the south of Memphis Center. I've got, that's a 744. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, LA Center's online.
Isn't that Mark's neck of the woods?
That is. Matthew Kramer is currently controlling. Oh, not anymore, he's not. LA Center just went offline. Never mind, take it back.
Now that's just sad.
Right. Clemens Martin is controlling Memphis Center. We got those white puffy things. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're there. I wonder if they will be my friend.
I don't see anything on the radar, but I am hearing thunder here in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Just outside of Kansas City, actually.
Gotcha. Video in use. So I started Project Fly a little bit late, but not too late, hopefully. Let's see, where did it pick me up at? No, don't do it that way.
Yeah, I was wondering on my live stream problem if maybe I should try without the webcam.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I got it pretty close. Just a little bit outside of the Jacksonville airport. How long has he been up for? Oh, 30 minutes, okay.
All three of you guys headed into Kansas City?
Yes, sir. Chris, are you flying passenger variant or cargo variant? Chris has gone AWOL again. That was kind of cool. Who's flying the plane?
That's pretty trippy.
Right? I think I can open the door, can I? No. Nope.
Not a good idea.
Well, it's not the outside door. It goes into the cabin or the lavatory. Although in this case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I only got a single monitor, and I was looking at that task when you said that.
Oh, yeah. No. Not opening that door. There's our escape ropes in case of fire. Our WestWind manuals and the all important TPS report from Initech. I love the PMDG put that in there. That's just great.
It'd be cool if you can open those hatches, those areas.
Yeah. But alas, no.
Taco with Coke.
What with Coke?
Little compartments.
Do you have to do that in the repaint, or how did you know to put the WestWind on the binder?
Oh no, I repainted that. Yeah, those said I don't know what they said originally. They just said PNBG, or actually they may have said, because I think I used Lufthansa as the repaint model on this one, and so I think they may have said Lufthansa, but yeah, I put that on there because I thought, if it's going to be a WestWind aircraft, I might as well go full immersion. Full immersion. So I got that on there. I've got the correct tail number on the placard, so 485 West WW Whiskey Whiskey, and then the cell call is Juliet Alpha Foxtrot Lima, which can also be translated as Jacksonville, Florida. Thought that was clever. And someday I'll figure out how to get my Mountain Dew can back, because I had a Mountain Dew can sitting here, and there's a thing in the config file I've got to activate to get it to show up, because I think it's still in there.
I wonder if iFly has that.
Yeah, I think it's still in there. I think if I do this, whoops. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see, it just hides it down below. So yeah, there's the Mountain Dew can sticking out there.
Okay, that would be an elevation issue on there.
Well, it's not an elevation issue. It's the way PMDG...
It's sticking out the bottom of the aircraft.
Yeah, exactly. It's not an elevation issue. It's just the it has to always be rendered there, and so what PMDG does is, depending on the setting, it just puts it down or up so you can see it or not. Originally, it was touted that it was going to be a random thing, like it would sometimes show up, but it never works. You have to go into the config thing and actually tell it to go 1 or 2 or 3, and that's a code that tells it to show that versus something else. It controls what the pen shows. Like, I'll bet you the pen is here too. It's probably just like in the thing here or something. Maybe not.
Okay.
No, maybe not. Maybe it's down here too. It's hiding all the way down here. Down once more.
I guess that was actually the wheel well that was showing up in, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, like, see this here? This is another trim option for the 7.4. Here's the alternative window thing. So it's down here because it's not active right now. It shows up on the other one. So yeah, they just hide this stuff down here. Oh, there's the pen. It's over here on that side. So yeah, it's not really technically under the plane. It's just they put it outside the virtual cockpit where you can't see it. So.
Okay. No, it was funny though. I had a bag of chips explode on me on I was going to a school in Naval Air Station Lemoore. Bought me a bag of chips, and I went up into Sequoia National Forest. The bag up about 2/3 of the way up into the forest.
That's hilarious. Well, that'll happen.
That's what happens when you buy something at low altitude and bring it up to high altitude.
Yep.
And I didn't even leave the ground. That was in my car at the time.
Let's see here. Where are we at? About an hour and 10 minutes or so left in the flight. We're headed to DMAC. Oh, hello. D Tanner 123. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Be avoiding the inevitable doom of calling Memphis Center. Don't avoid it. Don't avoid it. What is it?
Is that Chris getting ready to enter Memphis soon?
No, it's Rothmuller. 133.65. I'm going to tune it because I want to hear it. I want to hear you go live, Rothmuller. Don't tell me you already did it. You can do it! Oh, don't do that. Call him out of the blue. Check it in. That's a rite of passage, David. WestWind 3565 with you at flight level 360 from your case. Where are we heading to? DVAC? DVAC is...
This is Center Delta 4554 with 340.
See? Delta did it. 42.8.
Good afternoon, Delta 4554, Memphis Center. Reset your transponder squawk 5613. 5613.
Oh, he's got an awesome accent, too.
Delta 4554, radar con 340, about 35 miles east of Bowling Green. We are continuous flight. Welcome aboard.
Come on, Rothmuller, do it! Do it! He won't bite.
Yeah, David, you might have to really contact him.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
United 5345. 719 flight level 330 for crossing traffic. It will be an Airbus in about 10 minutes. Same flight level. FGB0 for traffic at 5345.
Yeah, you're getting pretty close there too, Mike.
I know.
Air Force H16015 following after Little Rock Class Charlie Air Force, Class Charlie airspace.
I'm gonna call him probably a DVAC, just so I have a fix to tell him.
Yeah, we can do aircraft following. Air Force 816. Roger that, Air Force 816, maintain VFR at or below 6,500 this frequency.
Oh, I think I see Rothmuller's chemtrails now.
Copy 6,500.
View.
Air Force 816.
Oh, he asked me to contact him. Did you not ask David Rothmuller? Fine. Memphis Center, good afternoon. WestWind 1990, checking in at flight level 320.
Good afternoon, WestWind 1990, Memphis Center. Reset your transponders, squawk 5614.
5614 in the box for 1990.
Western 1990 heavy, radar contact flight level 320, about 30 miles southeast of Marshall Shoals VOR. Continue assault, welcome on board.
Glad to be aboard, Western 1990. Well, that's helpful. Guys. Chris, you crashed the desktop? Oh my gosh, what the heck? I think Rothmuller crashed out too. Dag nabbit. That sucks.
Yeah, both of them crashed out.
Man, Memphis Center is toxic.
FedEx 522 heavy, good afternoon, Memphis Center. You are cleared with Denver International Airport via the Summit for departure. Transition then aside. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 360.
Yeah, I lost them off that
departure is on this frequency, squawk 5612.
Clear the 5,000, 4, flying in 5,000, expect 260 after 1 minutes after departure. 5612, FedEx 522.
FedEx 522 heavy, repack is correct, start and push at your discretion, call and run to taxi, you can expect runway 36.
Thank you, Henry 27 for FedEx 522.
Mine just updated last night, and it's, well, it hasn't crashed yet. Doesn't mean it won't. So, yeah, it stinks. Alright, Chris, we'll see you later, man. I understand. Such is life.
United 5345, send via the barbecue 2 arrival, expect to reach for the Pro 7.
Yeah, I hate those updates.
Barbecue 2 arrival, expect visual for runway 7, United 5285.
I know, I hate that they're forced now. That's the
27,
really
runway
annoying thing. It's like, you know what?
27, sorry, United 5245.
Yeah, and I've got the home edition, so I don't have any choice of when they're done.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's I made sure I got the Pro Edition just for that reason, because I couldn't have it just doing it willy nilly. I need to be able to do it. But my pause ran out yesterday, so actually when I shut the flight down and shut the computer down, it did its update. I'm like, oh crap. Great. Just what I wanted. Another update.
And I've decided I'm gonna upgrade my CPU.
What are you running now?
AMD 6300, 3 gigahertz.
Oh, okay. That's what I was running for a long time until I upgraded to the Pentium that I've got in here now. The Pentium. The Intel.
3911 looks like you're following the wrong transition.
I'll probably go to the AMD
Flight heading
Ryzen.
110, just gonna maintain 3000.
Yeah.
One was there, got
I would do the Intel 8700, but this machine is used for a lot of other things too, so
yeah,
kind of split the difference.
Gotcha.
But the AMD's Ryzen chip is supposed to be their best gaming chip.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost went with Ryzen.
Nightmare Alaska 38 with you, that was 370.
I've been AMD person for as long as I can remember.
Alaska 38.
But it seemed like every time I upgraded my chipset, it was never quite what I expected it should be based on the speed that the chip was.
Continuous file, Alaska 38.
And I was doing research and just was finding that no matter what the AMD chip was, it would get great speed, but it always didn't have it could never compare single core performance to the Intels, and that's what FSX and P3D always depended on, was the single core performance more than anything else. And so when I upgraded this last time, I went ahead and spent the extra money for the Intel chip, the i7700, and I think it was very worth it.
Southwest 3911, confirm you have the airport in sight.
964 Bernard.
Yeah, I'll probably just upgrade the chip set and cannibalize the memory in the 970 card that I have now.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing about the Intels, besides the fact they're more expensive, is they're not cooled as well, so they run hotter. So
UPS 71 heavy, you're leaving my
so I also went with water cooled when I did this one, just to make sure, because I knew I was going to overclock it, and I didn't want to risk it. I've always done air cooled.
What do you call UPS 71 heavy?
Now the water cooling was very simple. I mean, it's all built in. It was by, I think it's by Corsair. And it seems to do the job pretty well.
Good afternoon, Delta 1219. I'm just going to reset your transponder.
Well, I can feel the warmth coming off the radiator here.
It's 615, Delta 1219.
So it's definitely moving the heat.
Southwest 3911, turn right, heading 90.
Yeah, good afternoon, Moose.
Hey, Captain Tim. How are you doing, sir?
Oh,
5345
I'm disappointed in my performance today, but
5345.
Uh-oh, what happened?
It's the airline collectible show this morning. So
Oh.
I overslept.
Oh.
3008, you want to the side for United 5345?
Brand stuff.
Oh, nice.
And then
United 5345, descend right.
So one of the vendors there had this
runway 27.
beautiful black T-shirt with an ABQ on it.
Okay. Southwest 3911.
Oh.
Southwest 3911, Nashville Airport. That is
okay,
about
this is
1
good.
That's hilarious. ABQ, an airport that will live in infamy.
Southwest 3911, clear for the approach runway 20 right.
Visual on Tuesday for 39.
Mike, just a reminder, you said something about a config editor or some sort.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tim, do you remember what that thing is called? The one that fixes all the runways and nav aids globally that I showed you a while back? I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Yeah, I do have it. Stand by. I've got, like, burger juice on me. Be right back.
Nice. I think it's this FS Aero Data.
Contact 340, 30 miles southeast of Marshall shows BOR continuous flight.
Yeah, I think it's called FS Aero Data. AERODATA. DATA.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Let me find the site now that I know the name. FS Aero Data. Yeah, I actually probably need to run that again here pretty soon just to make sure it's all up to snuff. It's fsaerodata.com is the website. And it is it does cost. It's not much though, if I recall correctly. But you do it as either a subscription or you buy a cycle at a time, whatever. Because it's kind of like the air rack cycle thing. But it'll update everything in the sim, not just the plane. Like the FMS, the Navigraph Data one updates your aircraft software, so it has all the latest plan stuff. This updates the global aeronautical database for P3D and FSX.
Air Force 8160 in my airspace to the west side. Fort Worth Center's offline radar service is terminated. Switch to
so yeah, you can buy the 1-year subscription or the 3-month subscription. So it's either like 20 euros or it's like 850 euros, whatever that works out to in the conversion rate right now. I don't know what the conversion rate is at the moment, but I think I just went ahead and did the 1-year subscription so I could do as many times as I want. And yeah, I actually need to look at when I did that to see if it's going to auto renew or not. I'm fine with it doing that. I just want to know when that comes about. When it comes about.
Sorry about that, Ramos. I wasn't paying attention. We're going to Unicom 122.8 and squawking 1200, and we'll get back with you on the way back.
What was that, Tim?
816.
I just look at the stream and see the yellow ICAS things in the...
Yeah, it's that stupid temp zone thing. It's apparently a bug with the new 7474 update. They did that on our cargo variant when we did World Tour last week. And no amount of resetting takes care of it. It's also got that stupid seatbelt is off light that stays on. Even when you turn the seatbelt on, and it says seatbelt is off, seatbelt's off, seatbelt's on. It's a nice
that
kind
should
of
go away with the cancel, doesn't it?
It does, but then it'll just come back if I hit recall again. So I just kind of leave it there so I know about it. But.
Southwest 4810, disregard.
David, did your thing try to do the Windows update like as you were flying, or did it update like the other day and now it's giving you problems? Because mine updated last night. I haven't had any issues yet. I'm not going to tempt fate. I do not want to tempt the wrath of whatever from high atop the thing, to quote WestWind. Yeah. Thank you, Sean.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have lunch now.
What are you having for lunch?
Possibly a TV dinner.
Oh, okay.
FedEx 522.
Well, enjoy, sir.
Oh, I will be back. So.
Alright.
FedEx 522 Heavy, Memphis altimeter 3008, runway 36 center. taxi via
an update as you flew. I assume you have Windows 10 Home Edition, huh, David? That sucks. I think though.
I'm not hearing David.
He's on text on chat. Does Windows 10 Home, and maybe Sean, you can speak to this too, have the ability to set active hours?
But it ignores it.
Oh, it does? Well, that's helpful.
The update ignores active hours.
Well, what's the point? Oh, that's hilarious. That's stupid.
Yeah, let me look again.
Southwest 911, gate of your choice via Bravo, Tango 3, Tango 4, cross runway 31.
Gate of your choice.
Alright, Bravo, Tango,
dealer's choice.
Cross.
How'd FNO go last night?
It went actually really well. We did all 3 airports, into Memphis and then back out into Atlanta, and had to dive bomb into Atlanta a little bit because the center controller forgot to hand us off to the other center controller that was going to descend us, so we were a little behind the descent profile, but was able to make it up in time, so it wasn't an issue. But yeah, both were good landings. Both were 120 something landing rate, which was nice. So both pretty good. No major glitches, no major hiccups.
Nobody ran out of fuel?
Nobody ran out of fuel. Didn't have to do any holds or go-rounds or missed approaches or anything, so that was good.
UPS 89 Heavy, you are leaving my airspace to the west side. Fort Worth has offline radar service terminated. Switch to Unicom. Enjoy the rest of your flight. Aim to DFW, so long.
In contrast to today, where I've discovered my Silo Sim Jacksonville scenery is conflicting with the default scenery all of a sudden for some reason. So something, when I did the update, did something, and I gotta play with it, but I discovered it like 5 minutes before the stream started.
Yeah, I had a problem when I was flying the PDFI
keep track of your company
morning,
about 5 miles ahead.
I updated the graphics card.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I have him.
I probably should do that for mine because I haven't done that in a while.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Creamer.
And the world trembles.
Yeah. So anyway, so I did that, but we had that going out, and then I taxied to the wrong runway on takeoff because I thought I was used to going down to 26, and so I got in my head that's where I was going, and I turned left instead of right and ended up on 1-4, and so I had to do a nice little spin around. And then my plane freaked out on takeoff and thought I didn't have the stab trim set, which I did, but it must have been like it must have been right on the border of what it deemed acceptable, and it must have been just slightly off, and so it screamed at me, so we did a rejected takeoff, came back around, reset it again, and then the second time it was fine, so we had a little bit of fun on the outgoing, but otherwise, not too shabby.
Yes,
there were no
Mike,
fatalities.
Setting is
no fatalities,
on
that's right.
Windows Update page, change active hours.
Right.
It only says it will not restart your computer during those hours. It goes ahead and downloads your updates.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, mine I can set on, because I'm Pro, I can tell it to pause for a certain amount of time doing any update stuff, and then I also have the active hours and something else. But I mean, at a certain point that time span runs out and it forces me to go, but that allows me to kind of pick a time in there and do it manually, unless I forget, in which case then it just does it on whatever day that is, which was yesterday. So when I shut the computer down, it started doing the updates. I went, oh crap. So David, kind of. So I've got some reports I have to write when I'm done with this flight. And then my plan was to actually start messing with Truck Simulator later this afternoon. I downloaded the Oregon update this morning just so I have that, so it's all ready to go. Because I really want to check. I want to check out that, and I want to check out the trailer ownership stuff you can do now, which seems like kind of a cool thing. So.
I had to suspend my run on that to Oregon from Roswell, New Mexico into Salem, Oregon. You got to be about 2,300, and I said, nope, I got to stop this and go to bed.
Southwest 3911, thanks, flying
I'm now officially Cat 2 pilot.
Oh, congratulations, Kramer.
Yeah, they changed it for
on my landing into Salt Lake City, it was a night landing, and it looked really, really cool.
Nice. Did you get any pictures?
Yeah, I got some screenshots.
Nice. Just post them on Instagram.
He's Cat 2 pilot, so he wouldn't qualify for what I was talking about in private message yet.
Oh, yeah. Although we've made exceptions before, so.
Well, that would be your call.
It would be, yeah. Sean, what Sean's talking about with your Zebo paint, he was suggesting you might be a good candidate to be our VP of aircraft painting for X-Plane. So.
Well, that would have to be Cat 3.
Technically, yes. I was supposed to be Cat 3 before I was able to be assistant hub manager, but they made an exception, and I became assistant hub manager in Los Angeles at Cat 2. So there's always ways around the rules.
And like I said, that would be Mike's call if he decided to go ahead with that.
Exactly. Are you hugging the camera? Oh, no. I was picking a thing up over here. The camera's up here. I was touching things down here. I could hug the camera if that would make you feel better. Is that like a virtual hug? Is that kind of thing? Sounds kind of creepy, but... Oh, speaking of which... let's see here. I'm curious. Things are dinging. Singstra Scar 108 has followed. Thank you, sir. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Not yet. It's 8:30. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ah. Back over there. Get back over there.
Well, I'm going to have to go and get some things done before I come back.
Okie dokie. We're going to be landing in about 45 minutes or so, just FYI.
You're going to be doing truck sim later on tonight?
Yeah, that's my plan later on tonight. Probably, like I got at least 2 or 3 reports I got to write after this and get food, so probably not till, 3 or 4 my time would be my guess.
Okay, well, one of the things I got to do is go get groceries, so gotcha. I'll probably join you offline and finish my route.
All right.
How much is American Truck Sim?
It is $19, I think, or $20, like $19.99, I think, on Steam. I was actually just looking at it because I was trying to find the Oregon update, and so I saw that. Let me check here. American Truck Simulator on Steam. Yeah, $19.99.
I have Euro Truck Sim, but...
I gotcha. See, I got Euro Truck Sim too, only because that was the only one out at the time. But once American Truck came out, I went, well, I live in America, so it makes more sense to do that one. So... Yeah, or you can get...
Attention all aircraft operating in and out of Memphis International Altimeter 3005.
Oh, thought he was going offline. You can actually do so. It's $20 for the sim by itself, or for $30, for $10 more, You get the sim itself. You get the wheel tuning pack, the steering creations pack, the heavy cargo pack, which is the oversized stuff, and the New Mexico map. So basically everything except Oregon. Because Oregon and New Mexico by themselves are basically $12 each. So you could get everything but Oregon for $30. And then if you got Oregon as well, it'd be about $42 all told. Yeah, because the heavy cargo pack is normally $4.99.
I'll look into that.
Yeah, Arizona comes free anyway, so there's that. I don't know what the point of that is. No one cares about that, or that. That's funny. What's you get normal? $8 to get Oregon expansion. By the way, if you get normal, I think you can get all the expansions. What do you mean by that, David? As he goes away.
I'm back.
Hey, there you are. What do you mean by if you get normal, you can get all the expansions?
So for some reason, I don't know if this is true or not, but when I bought American Truck Simulator, I got all of the expansions at the time, which was Arizona and New Mexico.
Oh, okay, interesting. I wonder if they had that may have been a deal at the time to try and promote. I don't know. Right now, it's showing that you can get, because you get Arizona is free, and so you get that no matter what with the base. So, but the deal that's $20 for everything, which would include Arizona, the $30 one includes New Mexico, which is a $12 value, and a bunch of and the heavy cargo thing, which is a $5 value. So you're saving some money there, because it would normally be you'd be up to what, 37, 38 at that point, plus the wheel tuning pack and the steering tuning pack, which I think are like $2 each or something like that. So it's probably close to about $40. You're saving about 10 on the whole there for that deal, for that bundle. But then you still have to buy Oregon, which is another $12. So if you did that, then you'd be up to about 42 to get all the maps up to current at the moment. What are we coming up on here? ARG. Memphis Center will be back in a minute. Okay. After these messages. $36.1 on the fuels, what we're showing. Where's ARG? Oh, there it is. Doing spot on the fuel. Spot on. And he's back. Where are we in regards to his airspace? We're getting close to the other side. We're also getting close to the weather that we may or may not have to dodge around a little bit. We'll see. But that'll all be in Kansas City's airspace, which is not online at the moment, so we'll be able to do whatever we want. Whatever we want. Still looking at arrival time of 1953 Zulu. It's 1912 Zulu now. Senate votes at 1930 Zulu to confirm or not Kavanaugh. All right, our next waypoint is SGF, which is the last, the first waypoint really on our star. So we're getting close to the arrival point.
FedEx 522 Heavy, wind 200 at 4, north field, runway 36 center, cleared for takeoff. 36 center, cleared for takeoff, FedEx 522. FedEx 522 confirm or not field, first waypoint field. Where is FedEx 522? Can you repeat? First waypoint field, FedEx 522. United 5345, just going to maintain 3,000. 3,000, 5345.
Alright, let's take a look at the arrival plate here for Kansas City. We're doing the Tiger 6. So Springfield right here, that's Sierra Golf Foxtrot, which is what we're en route to right now, about 100 nautical miles from or so. It's our first waypoint there. We've got an expect to cross Tiger at 12,000 for landing north, which is what we'll be doing. And it's not a hard, fast altitude, just an expect. So I might put that in there just because we don't have any radar oversight, just to give us a good point to go down onto. At this point at Trike, they would expect radar vectors to final approach course from there. For us, for one left right from Tiger via the MCI 135 to Trike, and then via 290. So we'll take 290 off of Trike, and then it's radar vectors to final, and we've got that all programmed in for one left over on Kansas City. The approach into one left looks like this. So we'll be coming from over here. We're actually going to be intercepting over here at Misser, which is right before the final approach fix right here, which is Jersey. So we'll come in on Misser, 3,000 feet at Misser, and then Jersey on down.
522 heavy radar.
200 on the radio altimeter for the minimums. Missed approach is going to be climbing 2,000 feet, then climbing left turn to 4,000 on a heading of 290 and outbound on the MCI VOR radial 309 to Bowler intersection 29 DME from MCI and hold.
United 5345, this airport at your 2 o'clock about 14.
Localized is going to be 110.5, final approach course 11 degrees, and our MSA is 3,100 feet.
United 5345, cleared visual approach, runway 27.
On the ground. We're going to come in 1 left right here. This is where we're parking right here. That's joint use cargo. So we'll come off, probably get off either, I'm guessing we won't make Alpha 6, but maybe we'll make Alpha 4. But if we get Alpha 4, then we'll just take Alpha 4 across to Bravo, and then Bravo on down and into the joint use cargo venue right there. Airport elevation is 1,014 feet at the beginning of the runway right there. And current weather in MCI at the moment is showing 360 at 7, 10-mile visibility now, which has gotten better. It was 3-mile visibility earlier. Let's see. Temperature 12, dew point 11, altimeter 3005, overcast 500 feet. So we have very low ceiling that we'll break out of. So that's what we're seeing right now. Ow.
FedEx 522 Heavy, climb maintain flight level 360. Climb to 360, FedEx 522.
Alright, so let's go ahead and look over here at the legs. Yeah, I'm going to say Tiger at 12,000. At or below. There we go. Recalculating. Alright, where's that put our descent at? 96 miles from now? Okay.
Memphis Center, November 6182 Golf. Can I get a mic check, please? November 6182 Golf, Memphis, good afternoon, loud and clear. Thank you very much. United 5345, wind 200 at runway 27, clear to land. Good luck, runway 27, United 53, by the way. WestWind 1990, you are leaving my airspace to the north. Kansas City Center is offline for the services terminated. Switch to Unicom, enjoy the rest of your flight, so long.
All right, going over to Unicom. We'll have a good one. Thank you for the radar services. We'll see you next time. Western 990. All right, we're on our own. All alone. I had Chris and David flying with me, but they're both crashed to desktop because of stupid Windows 10. Epic fail. What? Coward's way out.
You know, I think going forward,
well, starting to see a little bit of weather on the side of the screen right here. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to have to deal with anything.
Well, my Spartans went down to defeat the Northwestern.
Went down as in they lost, or they...
They lost.
Okay.
It's homecoming. Of course they're going to do that.
Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah, we're playing away today. Who are we playing? We play Wyoming next week, I believe. We destroyed Toledo at the game last week. That was fantastic.
It's Toledo.
I know.
Bunch of Corporal Clingers.
Pretty much. Oh, Nevada, that's who we're playing. Nevada.
You know, I still haven't got my multiplayer set up for American Truck Simulator.
Oh, really? See, the goof with that, and it's cool. The problem is, because it's not official, every time American Truck Simulator comes out with an update, it breaks multiplayer until multiplayer can figure out how to work around it again. So I don't know. I don't even know if it's working now with the latest the map build now because of that.
For multiplayer in American Truck Simulator, is it like in the game, or is there something that you have to download separately?
You do have to download something separately. You have to go to, what is it called? Truckers MP. You have to do a Google search for that because it's an outside. There is no native multiplayer for American Truck Sim. It's some group discovered a way to do it. And so you have to download their app to make it work. And then basically you boot American Truck Simulator through this app in order to do multiplayer, and it works great. It just whenever there's a map update or some kind of major update from American Truck Simulator, it usually breaks the multiplayer component until the multiplayer people can figure out how to now adjust to the new changes.
So map-wise, all what happens is that if people had it, they would just on your screen. If you didn't have it, they would just go onto an invisible road.
Yeah.
Is it free?
The
multiplayer, yes.
Multiplayer is free, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get it.
Truckers MP.
Alright.
Yeah. Now you do need the game, obviously, as well.
Yeah.
Just want to be clear.
See, the one issue I have is that the only jobs you can do is the external contracts.
Yeah.
So that means you can't even get a trailer. I got a trailer and then realized that none of the external contracts need a trailer.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because if you have a trailer, it has its own area where you can get jobs, like section.
Alright, I'll be back.
Alright. Yeah, so I wonder if they'll fix that eventually as far as external contracts go.
That's a serious looking build.
Yeah, right?
I'll just fly between them.
Good thing
and
we're
that
not...
little blue square.
Yeah, right. Go through the window. Yeah, good thing we're not going that way. Alright, we've reached Springfield, and we are heading, next thing is top of drop, so I'm going to scroll this down to 3,000, which is the height for the fix of the approach. So that way, at top of drop, my VNav will take me all the way down on schedule.
So if you're to create your own virtual trucking company, would it be for WestWind?
No, it probably would be, it'd probably be generic. Sean McConnell's already created one called, what do you call it? Shoot. And he walked away to go get some stuff done. What's the name of his? I've got it bookmarked on my Facebook thing. Yeah, I can't remember now. Oh, I think it's Desert Wind. I think his name is trucking company, Desert Wind Trucking. That's annoying. Alright, there's top of drop, and there we go down.
Should have done a split S.
What now?
Should have done a split S for your descent.
What exactly does that mean?
You don't know what split S is? I'm surprised.
Apparently not. Although maybe when you describe it, it may jog my memory, but the title of it's not ringing a bell.
It's an aerobatic maneuver. You fly straight and level, roll 180, pull the nose down.
Oh. Yes, that would be very appropriate in the 747.
Well, you could do it as long as you maintain positive G's.
That's true. Alright, so let's set some stuff up here. Gonna do auto brakes to 2. Let's disarm 1, 2. There we go.
You look at the Kansas City weather?
I did. Last I checked just a little bit ago, it was overcast at 500, winds out of the north at about 7, and temperature 12, dew point 11, altimeter something. Altimeter 3005.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing.
Let's see here. 3005 out there. Let's make sure it's got the ILS 11050 at 11. That is correct. The ref's going to be 131. Ready to go. Oh, dagnabbit. Really? Hate when that happens. Okay, so when I told this thing to put me at Tiger at 12,000, you decided to ignore that? 12,000 or below. That's gonna bring me there. Oh, are you starting to... okay. Maybe it's figuring itself out. Although, I don't think so. Here's the overcast layer. Definitely going to be an instrument approach, that's for sure.
I got the clarinet.
I got the flugelhorn.
Well, if Crypto was here, he'd have to pick an instrument that nobody understands, like the theremin.
Yeah, exactly. Theremin's a fantastic choice.
Is for his sound system.
Yep.
Sorry I had to waste that when he's not here.
I know.
I think the next time he's on, I'm going to call him Captain Theremin.
Oh, goodness. Oh, man. I was telling the guys on Thursday, went with my dad, my brother, and my roommate here, and saw the Book of Mormon at the Soroyan Theater.
Have you not seen it before?
I had not seen it before. I'd heard the soundtrack before, but I had not seen it. It was fantastic. Oh, my gosh.
It's on edge.
Oh, it is. It is. But, oh, it was hilarious. Oh, it was great.
Don't see that playing in Salt Lake City anytime soon.
No. They actually had Mormons hanging out on the outside, like, trying to hand out Books of Mormon. Like, now that you saw the play, like, I don't think it's promoting your religion, really. But okay, more power to you. Oh, man, was that funny, though. Yeah, the cast did a bang-up job.
Be like coming out of Schindler's List and having somebody try and sell you Mein Kampf.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, they even had an advertisement for the actual Book of Mormon, on the back of at the end of the playbill, which is interesting. Like, man, okay, really trying to take advantage of this.
Yeah, I suppose after you really got to understand it to get the full length and breadth of the production.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't understand.
Yeah. It's got some goofiness to it, I'll tell you that. There's some kind of What happened to my There you are. Yeah, the next one I'm waiting for is they need to make their musical about Scientology. That would be really good.
But then they would all end up dead.
Well, yeah, and sued.
So the opening scene, I picture Tom Cruise on Oprah's couch.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then divorced.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bring on the Illuminati.
That's right.
Get all your radios dialed in?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, you almost got me there on schedule. Not quite, but close.
What's your outside air temp reading?
We are currently reading 16 degrees centigrade.
On the plus side?
It appears to be.
Wow.
I know, right? Yeah, plus 17. It's actually going to get colder as we go down, because it's supposed to be 12 on the ground.
Going to be a tad bumpy.
Yep, a little bit. A little bumpy. Let's help you out here as you're trying to get yourself down. We'll go ahead and turn the landing lights on now.
You wait until 10 to do that, or are you just doing it below 18?
I do it somewhere between 18 and 10.
Yeah, that's the way we do it.
Yeah.
You guys don't leave it on?
No.
Oh!
Not unless you want a horrendous MEL problem.
Exactly.
Carry spare bulbs in the airplane, but not for that.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see you try and change it mid-flight. That would be good.
I'd pay money to see that.
Right? There's a special hatch to crawl into the wing from the fuselage, and you get it from behind. And
Trivia question: which airplane actually could do that?
Oh.
Do what? I'm sorry. Leave their lights on?
No, replace the landing light mid-flight?
Oh.
Or crawl into the wing, I should say.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Camel?
Camel?
Like the Sopwith camel? I think that thing had fabric wings, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm back again.
It definitely wasn't big enough to crawl into the wing.
Yeah, I would think not. Welcome back, by the way.
Is it the A380?
No, I'm guessing.
No, it's not the A380.
I'm guessing it's something old.
Yeah, it's something old.
Camel.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Hercules.
Hercules.
Ah.
Hercules.
Hercules.
And not the C-130 either.
Oh, what are you talking about?
That wasn't that what they called Howard Hughes' Spruce Goose?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I always just heard it as Spruce
name?
Goose.
Yeah, that's the unofficial name.
I gotcha.
It's like the Warthog being the Thunderbolt 2.
Right. Interesting. Well, that makes sense, because I would think if anything you could crawl into, that thing was ginormous.
You're flying the 400, right?
Correcto. Alright, at this point, we are going to go off of vectors, and we're going to go to there.
Living dangerously, Mustafa.
That's what I do. Of course, it's kind of hard to use vectors when there's no one to vector you, so...
I can do that.
You're just going to start shouting random headings. Yeah, WestWind, turn to heading 425. What? My dial doesn't go that high.
And you call yourself a pilot.
Yes, I know. I'm a disgrace. I couldn't find heading 425 on my my HSI. And for that, I am ashamed. Well,
it's okay, man. Nobody's perfect.
Let's go turn the seatbelts on.
Yourself.
Ah! Captain Tim strikes again.
So on VATSIM, how often do you get vectors when you're approaching an ATC controlled environment?
Quite often, actually, when they're doing, especially for like the Friday Night Ops stuff, a lot of times, if they're really busy, they'll be vectoring people around. Usually it's because there's so much traffic that they have to, otherwise the separation won't be right. And so they'll have to spin people off in different directions to try and get them to go where they need to.
Because they don't know how to do flow control?
There's that, too.
And actually, when they start doing vectors, it gets busier.
Yeah.
Actually, I did, yesterday I was flying the TFDI or whatever that is, the working with Chicago approach, and I was lining up for, I mean, the winds were out of the south, so I lined up for 9, and he came on, and he said, oh, we're going to use 27. I'm like, okay, fine. Could you give me vectors? I'm like, so he just vectored me around. It worked out quite well.
Yeah.
Runway shifts are a real pain.
Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine.
Because not only are you vectoring, you got to reset up the FMC for the New runway.
Correct, yeah.
And run all the numbers.
Yep. Make sure you're gonna be legal.
How's your car doing since you got it back?
It is doing fantastic. It's so nice having that thing back. Whew.
How's the elevator?
The elevator is fixed. It stayed fixed. I fixed it, and it stayed fixed. Once I fully understood what was going on. So I can now add elevator repair mechanic to my resume. Yeah, Gemini.
I'm getting a new headset.
Oh yeah? What are you getting?
It's a headset for my PC.
Do you know what, like what brand? Or you just know you're getting a new one?
I know I'm getting a new one.
Oh, okay. Well, awesome. When's that happening?
It might be next Saturday.
Oh, cool, man.
Tell you what, let's all put in our money and send Gemini's old one to crypto.
Yeah, right, because it's way better than what he's got now. That's for sure. Of course, it's hard not to.
Actually, Gemini, you really sound good.
We'd be able to hear Encrypted's true voice.
Right? We all wonder what it sounds like. Right now, we're just assuming he's a robot.
Captain Thurman.
That's right.
And the younger people are going, what is a theremin?
Exactly. Theremin. Although, if you've seen Big Bang Theory, then you might know what it is, too, because they featured it on there.
It's a big road.
Oh, I can see the ground. Flaps one.
You established?
Not quite. Close. We're on an intercept course for the localizer right now.
That's a nice thing about the 7.4 is the speed control is really good.
It is.
Tell you what a slippery airplane is. Besides the 7.5 was the 737.
Yeah, it is very slippery. You can't let that get ahead of you or you will not be able to slow down.
Kind of sad to see all the fall colors.
I know, right?
And you get your V-speeds in?
Yep. VREF is going to be 131.
What are you doing, flaps 25?
Yeah.
Auto brakes?
2. And set.
Okay.
And we have captured the localizer, and, well, the localizer's capturing, and we captured the glide slope.
Localizer alive.
Yeah.
Now the 747-800 has the true glass, right?
Yes.
You got traffic.
Yeah, I see him.
How? You got cloud cover.
Well, I see him on the fish finder.
Yeah, just the horn.
I mean, no auto land. What just happened? Did I lose something?
Well, you didn't get all 3 autopilots engaged.
They were. They were all lit up a second ago. What the heck happened? That's interesting.
All the frequencies dialed in and everything?
Yeah. It's captured and it's tracking.
You got, well, you didn't have any problem with the generators, did you?
No, not that I'm aware of.
You set the course? Front course?
Yeah. No, doesn't matter. Runways and I got the lights now. Gear is down. Calm yourself. There we go. Alright, we're going manual. Engaging, I'm in the air. Saw that coming.
Don't you always have problems with the reverse thrusters?
It constantly does, yes. And I don't understand what this... It's something to do with... It's not the planes, because it's something to do with my... the setup on my... throttle quadrant. Something allows it to kick in and think that it should be activating, and I don't know why.
Yeah, welcome to Kansas City, ladies and gentlemen. Great.
That's right.
Steaks. They do. They've got some good steakhouses there.
I'll bet.
Minute late?
Yeah, I guess. It's always updated.
You know, you show me a sports charter that runs on time.
Yeah, right? G12. We did that there, so we'll do that now.
Did you get the Jaguar buses?
I did not yet. That's something I've got to do.
And the WestWind buses?
Not yet. Although I don't usually have to use the WestWind buses.
Ground service?
Yeah, well, yeah, not buses though. Just more the like
loaders,
the loaders and generator and stuff like that. Yeah.
Ramp lights.
Right. Something. Go up. Go. There's a 737 over there that's mimicking a DC-3.
No problem in CG.
Oh, and he's gone. I think he's a VATSIM guy. Probably loaded up as a DC-3, and my thing recognizes a 37. I'm guessing. That can be off. That's off. That's off.
So, Captain Tim, when do you usually turn on your fasten seatbelt sign? Barring, weather. Let's just say if it was clear.
You mean on the descent?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, generally between 3 to 5 minutes out.
Okay.
And then also you got to hit the dinger to about 2 minutes out to tell flight attendants to
get their butts in seats.
Yeah, and do their final pass.
Gotcha.
Because they will let you know at the end of the flight if you didn't give them enough time.
Ready for defeat? Never! Alright, there we go. Parking brake set. APU should be running now so we can kill the engines. And call for deboarding. And while we're doing that, we're going to call for the cart. Ground connections. Wheel chocks. Request. And we can now kill the brake.
I wonder how many FBOs have ladders or stairs that'll reach the 7.4.
Right. Probably not a whole lot.
A lot of times charters will go into the gates and then they will just deplane, go down the jetway steps down to the buses.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Alright, Miss, I'm back.
Hey, just in time. We're just unloading. We're getting ready to unload.
So I have a question. If I got the regular American Truck Simulator with like no like add-on kind of things, is there anything that you guys would do that I would not be able to do?
Well, if we go into New Mexico and Oregon, you wouldn't be able to follow because we don't, because you don't, dagnabbit, you don't have those two maps. But it comes with, is the bus already here? Oh wow, it's fast. But anywhere in California, Nevada, and Arizona, you'd be fine.
Are you guys planning to go to Oregon or New Mexico?
I'm probably planning to do Oregon because that just came out. I want to kind of check that one out.
Well, I think you'll be the only one going in Oregon because I can't go into Oregon. I don't have it yet.
Look at all my Jaguars. There's a lot of women for the Jaguars.
Yeah. Hey, what they do at their off game,
that's just right.
Their business.
So we were talking about me wearing a dress earlier. Apparently, it's contagious. Should probably open the cargo doors for the cargo unloaders there. It is pretty cool, though.
Why is a ground power unit right into those stairs?
It's not. That's the air conditioning unit, actually. And he's just beyond the stairs. It looks like he's in them, but he's not beyond it.
Passengers don't care about it.
He just like ran over some people. Yeah. Now he's gonna run over more. Oh my gosh, it's a massacre.
It's okay, they got a union.
That's cool though, with all the people getting off. That's a neat effect, I gotta say. Well done, GSX. Now if they can just fix some of the little bugs, then we'll be good. But so, all right. Well, that's gonna do it for us today. We've made it to Kansas City for the Jags game. We will win somewhere simulated. Go beat your Kansas City Chiefs or die trying. And we'll see you guys next week for some more flying fun. And
you're not gonna stream
I'm not gonna stream the truck simulator. If I do that, I'll let you guys know. I'll do multiplayer, but I'm not gonna stream it. We'll just do multiplayer.
Okay.
So, but I'll let you know. That won't be for a few more hours. I gotta get some reports done and have lunch and stuff. So, alrighty. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next week.
Take care, Moose. Have a good one.
See you guys.